My parents bought me 3,000 bubble mailers because my small business was doing good, but Instagram's new algorithm lowered my engagement from thousands of likes to a couple hundred. And I can't get rid of the bubble mailers because they have my logo printed on them. I've been trying to use TikTok to give my website more exposure. So who's gonna tell them, 'cause it ain't me? Why did I think I could start a small business? I'm probably going to fail. What do I do with all the stuff I bought? Who told me to buy 200 mailers? I have no use for hundreds of stickers. 1,000 earring backs for what? I have too much expensive paper and I lost the receipt.
I'm sick of jewelry brands looking like this. Real people bike, swim, work out, and work. That's why I created the Kingsley necklace that doubles as a ring holder and dainty jewelry that stays out of your way while you do it all. Here's to real people doing real things. At first I tried sourcing my jewelry in India. Vineet and I went back and forth with the product design, but when I received the pieces, they weren't what I expected. I decided to get my jewelry made here in Toronto instead. I took my design to Mexico along with other pieces and shot them on myself. These photos ended up being the website photos I still have now.
Why did no one tell me? When you start a small biz, it will take over your house by every square inch.
When I first launched my business, even some of my closest friends had nothing to say. They didn't necessarily support me, meaning like or share my content or even ask me how it was going with the brand. They just kind of, stayed silent. And at first I took offense to it, but then I quickly realized it is normal human behavior. They had never seen someone try to accomplish something so ambitious. It was just easier for them to stay quiet and hope that it wouldn't go anywhere significant. And then I started to not take it personal. I just kept going and going, and
Yesterday, we got our first order from Etsy. I remember I refreshed the page twice when I received it because I could not believe we actually got our first order. This one is going out to Erica. She purchased our box set of 6 rose candles. Here, I'm just pulling out our blush card and one that includes some candle care tips. This order is going all the way to Seattle. I live in Toronto, so it's really exciting to be sending out our first package that far, and also a bit nerve-wracking because our candles are hand-poured and I want to make sure they make it in one piece. Here, I'm just taping up the sides to make sure that it fits perfectly into the box. Then I wrote a personalized handwritten note and placed all the cards into the box. I also added a free sample of one of our scents, Love is in the Air, which smells like roses with light notes of jasmine, along with a match set so she can light up her candle. And it's complete. Thanks, Erica.
An order with me Anxiety Edition. I hope they like this lid color. I hope that they love the lashes. What card should I put in? I wonder what's their favorite card. Do they prefer sweet or spicy candy? If I organize it, I can fit more candy inside. Please arrive undamaged. I hope they provided the right address. Should I add more candy? Everything is going to be squished if I do.
Hey everyone, this is my small aesthetic account. My goal is for at least one person to get this video on their For You page. If you're that person, it would mean the world if you copy linked to boost my videos. And if you want, you can follow for more vibey routines.
Do you know that you have the power to blow up my small business? All you have to do is click on the share button, copy link, and you don't even have to paste it anywhere. And that alone can blow up my business. So thank you in advance. I truly appreciate you. Thank you.
I decided to spend all my money in June and start my own small business. Was a bad idea. I have made 2 sales in 7 months. I'm losing hope and honestly want to give up. I'm hoping this post will blow up and people might like my products. This is the post that will help me decide.
Surprise!
One more. Okay, that's it.
Vogue, which definitely just made my day, so I'm gonna go ahead and make Noah a couple more rings, starting off with this end spoon. I just sized all the ones I'm about to make for him. This one I made off camera, which is really cool. But this first one that I'm cutting actually will be in the drop on February 15th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here's that end spoon. I'm doing a size 11. Before we bend these into the rings, we are gonna grind out that sharp edge. I highly recommend not doing this with one hand, but it's all good. Just take off that last little bit. Now that the edges are soft, it is time to turn it into a ring. As you can see, I already started on this one. I just finished the symphony ring, as you can see right here, and now I'm gonna make the monogram ring. And now for the Rolex one. Check it out, they're all completely finished and ready to be sent out to Noah. If you wanna see more ring content, you should click the little plus button right there.
So I hear these are indestructible. Well, the cat fell off.
Wait,
That wasn't the it wasn't the bottle. The bottle's fine, dude. I'm done. Why you gotta throw that?
I still alcohol in that bottle. All right, you're putting it.
Cranapple, you the OGs. I can get mad as much as I want and not break your damn bottles. The fuck?
Okay, so this is the last time I'm going to address this. The reason for the pricing is because, one, there is pepper spray on it, which is very expensive. These items are not cheap either, but the wristlets, some of them, are also handmade. I either hire somebody to make them for me, go get the fabric and sew them together, or now my grandma has now begun helping me and she hand makes the wristlets. And the second reason is I have to hand make each and every keychain. Do I sit here and make the metal window breakers in my basement? No, but I have to put them all together. And keep in mind, this restock, I did over 500 keychains. So 500 keychains, I sat down and took my time out of my day to make them. So you're paying for not only the cost of the item, but you're paying for the labor as well.
Hello, parent. You did this thing to hurt my feelings.
No, I didn't.
What? That didn't happen. I know it happened, I was there for it. That didn't happen because if it did, I would have been a better parent. And even if it did happen, I don't know. I don't actually remember. You were either remembering it completely wrong, or it happened exactly the way that you said that it did, but you are currently hurting my feelings by telling me as a parent that I should have handled it better. I am also going to convince the rest of the family that I am the victim in this situation. Why? I just need you to acknowledge what you did so we can both move on. That would require me to admit that I was wrong. That is not going to happen. I am the parent. Then I don't have any desire to be around you. Wow, I can't believe you would tear this family apart.
Story time about how my friend in high school tried to sell me to pedophiles. So I was 14, it was my freshman year, and me and this girl, let's call her Elizabeth, had been friends for about 5 years. Elizabeth kept bragging about this 17-year-old boyfriend that went to a different school, and every weekend she would try to get me to come to the movies with them so I could meet him. But my parents were pretty strict, so most weekends they said no. But finally one weekend they said yes. It was a Friday night, and Elizabeth wanted me to walk to the movie theaters to meet her. My dad said no to that. He drove me instead, and he wanted to make sure that Elizabeth and the boyfriend were waiting outside so he could make sure I was there safely. And it's a good thing he did, because when we pulled up, Elizabeth wasn't with the 17-year-old boyfriend she had showed me. She was standing there with 2 30-year-old men. Like for a part 2.
Jennifer ordered her name Butterfly Joker and left me a message. Even though Jennifer is not a pretty name, I want it to look pretty. So I make her this card to let her know that Jennifer is a very pretty name, and this necklace makes her even prettier. Hi Jennifer, do you know that your name means white fairy? And putting it on the butterfly choker, it has a beautiful meaning. A white fairy who brings change, hope, rebirth, and renewal. I believe that every name has its own meaning and a beautiful story to be told. What does your name mean?
Making an order of me during a Zoom call. I really hope none of my teachers are watching this, but honestly, if my camera's off during a Zoom call, I am definitely not there, and I am definitely making a phone case. Anyways, for this video, we're making an XR frog case. So I just grabbed the sublimation blank, put it on the design, taped it down, and heat pressed it. Also, this is kind of random, but I've been getting a lot of comments where people are saying that they're sorry for not being able to support my business, but they just don't have the money. And I want to say that is totally fine. You guys do not have to buy a phone case from me at all. But an easy way to support my business without spending any money is to watch till the end of any of my videos or share it, and I promise guys, this makes such a big difference.
I sell phone cases for £140, and I'm going to show you how much effort goes into making one. So I just dropped the phone down here. I accidentally broke this client's one that she sent in for me to measure, but oh well, the phone case will be worth it. Now I'm just drawing around it and drawing out the design that she wanted. So she wanted a design of her and her boyfriend kissing. Of course, so there's children on this app, so I did not let their lips touch. From all this hand-drawn work, I got quite hungry, so I had some lunch before I finished drawing, and I didn't want to get my hands on my pens, so I quickly just wiped them on the paper here. And now I'm just adding in the sea for the beach and some sand as well. If you've ever been to the beach, you know it's in little spectacles like this, so it's very detailed. The price is higher than others because I use my own supplies, which I have to buy myself, and it is hand-drawn, so it takes a lot of time. Now I'm just wetting the space for the camera so that it will be able to be cut through very easily, as you can see. And now time to get rid of the old tacky case and put on our nice expensive new one. You can see how much effort went into making this, so please support small businesses.
If you're a small business, this one's for you. Get some custom M&Ms, put them in a small bag, heat seal, and label with a sticker. Attach to any thank you note, it makes it so personal.